Welcome to Some Heat Talking. Despite the Canes being all the craze this week, we have to cover and we have to talk about the ongoing Ja Morant trade situation. Ja Morant and the Miami Heat seem to be closely linked as the rumors and the speculation of Ja Morant finally being traded out of Memphis heightens, and the Miami Heat look like to not only be his preferred destination, but to be the front runners to land Ja Morant. And the big question is, would you take Ja Morant? Do you want Ja Morant the Miami Heat? And if you're watching this, go comment down below and give your opinion because I'm going to give mine. And look, Ja Morant, he's a scorer. He's an all-star caliber talent. Whether he wants to utilize it or not, he's averaging 19 points per game this season with all this ongoing nonsense going on in Memphis. Not a good situation for him. Not a good situation for the Grizzlies this season. This is probably his worst season as in the NBA, besides the one season 23-24 when you have to believe he was hurt. This is his worst season so far, but it's probably due to the circumstances, and he definitely does not want to play there. And it's looking like he's taking the Jimmy Butler method of not only he hasn't played since I believe January 2nd against the Lakers. It looks like he's taking this Jimmy Butler method. He got into an argument. He was about to go fight Vince Williams of the Memphis Grizzlies this morning before their game in Germany, and making his displeasure with the Memphis Grizzlies very, very known. And as I said, he's a scorer, he's an all-star talent. He would help the Miami Heat win more games than they have of late. They sit 2 games above 500, of course, in that comfortable, comfy 8-spot playing spot in the East. And yes, he at the point guard position, especially where we have Davion Mitchell, not really a scorer, not more of a defensive guy, and he'll probably be better off the bench, more of a bench player, great player off the bench. He is a great player, he's a really good player, but better off the bench, of course. I mean, Ja Morant could fill that void. But do we really want to take the chance and try to play rehabilitation game with Ja Morant? Do we really want to go get this guy from Memphis who's causing all these problems, is playing the Jimmy Butler card, trying to get his way out of Memphis, and he is going to want more money in a contract extension soon. I don't know the specifics of his contract, but I know he's going to need an extension soon. And just like Tyler Hero and just like Norman Powell both need extensions soon, we should worry about them first. What we're going to do with Tyler Hero and Norman Powell first. Because what I just saw from the Stein line, this Mark Stein reporting, is the Grizzlies are looking for either first round pick and a young star, or not a young star, a young talent, to be involved in the Ja Morant package. And to be honest, I'm not giving that up for Ja Morant. If it does with Khalil Ware, if it does Tyler Hero, if it does for any picks that we had available to trade, I am not giving that up for Ja Morant, as good as talented as he may be. I do not want what comes with Ja Morant. I do not want the luggage and the suitcase that comes with Ja Morant on the Miami Heat. I would stick with what we got. I know it hasn't been good this last month or two for the Miami Heat. We've been struggling. The new offense hasn't been doing what it was doing the first 2 months and first month of the season. But I'd rather stick with what we got than go get this guy. And who knows how he is going to be on a team with Tyler Hero. Who knows how he's going to be on a team with Norman Powell. Him possibly having to be not the main attraction of the offense. And maybe he can fit in to be the main attraction of the offense. Because it's not like Tyler Hero and Norman Powell are these stars that this is for sure their team, this is for sure their offense. But then when you get down to it, the new offense that the Miami Heat are running is designed by Noah LaRoche. He just came from the Memphis Grizzlies. And it was involved with the Grizzlies coach in that offense that they were running over there. And Ja Morant did not like this offense. Did not like that offense. And he wants to come over here. Who knows what problems he can create. And you know, he wants to be in Miami. He wants to be with Coach Spo, apparently. He wants to play with Bam like everybody else. Okay, that's cool. It seems like he's willing to possibly melt into the Heat culture. But it's still South Beach. Ja Morant's issues stem in the strip club. That's where he gets caught with guns and money, in the strip club. What the? You know what's in South Beach? Every strip club imaginable. Every strip club imaginable. He's going to be charismatic. He's going to be trying to dunk on people. He's going to be celebrating. He's going to be dancing around, gritting around. It's a parade inside my city. It's going to be fun, blah, blah, blah. But then when you get down to it, if this is not a player that's going to win us a championship for sure, get us to the finals for sure when you look at this team, Ja Morant's not going to do that. He may get you some more wins. He may get you an extra playoff round or something. But he ain't gonna win you a championship against these teams like the Thunder, the Spurs, the Knicks. No, or the Pistons. No. He's gonna be a parade inside his city, but the only parade he's gonna be leading is the parade inside with all his friends and all his goons inside of Tootsie's. All right, who knows what the hell's gonna happen? I don't want T. Morant, his dad, jumping around the courtside at the Miami Heat games next to the dress lady with his red solo cup going crazy in Miami, probably with two strippers in each side of his arm. No, I don't want Ja Morant on the Miami Heat right now, unless it's for Terry Rozier, which would be a salary dump, and Simone Fontecchio, which is a package I've seen that said that apparently the money works, or something like that. I do not want Ja Morant. I do not want to see the hypothetical trades of him for Tyler Hero and like 3-team deals with the Nets. I do not want to see hypothetical trades of him with Khalil Ware. I do not want to see trades involving Jaime Jaquez even. I'd rather keep these guys than go get Ja Morant and possibly go out and snipe Giannis or something. I do not want Ja Morant. I do not want to build this team around Ja Morant or have the thought of possibly building a team around Ja Morant, especially in Miami. I do not care. There's culture, this culture, that. Yes, it probably will help with you'll have the right guys around him. You have the Udonis Haslems here not to do this, not to do that. And look, he probably maybe wants it. He wants to go to Miami. But if we're giving, I don't want to give up too much for this guy. I do not want to hang the franchise in this guy's hands, which is probably what he wants. He sees the Miami Heat as an opportunity for him to go to a team that he wants to be the coach. He said he wants to play for USA Basketball, so it's Coach Spo now the head coach of USA Basketball. He sees this as an opportunity for him to get a new fresh start and this to be his own team, possibly. Because Tyler Hero, Norman Powell, Bam, they're not that intimidating of players or stars or offensive stars, especially for this to be their team. Ja Morant can see this as an opportunity to possibly take over this team as the guy, as the main attraction in South Beach. Listen, now I don't want that. I don't want that for the Miami Heat, for this guy to be our main attraction. Who knows the shit he can get into down here, and who knows if he's gonna work. He's gonna work out with you guys with this offense. No, do I want Ja Morant on the Miami Heat unless it's for Terry Rozier and Simone Fontecchio or some other bullcrap that I can hear less about. I do not want to give up a pick or any future young talent that we got, like Khalil Ware, nor do I want to give up a Tyler Hero, an All-Star, or Norman Powell, or any of that for Ja Morant. Listen, this is him talking about if he sees himself with the team past the trade deadline.
Since the reports that the Grizzlies were listening to trade offers for you, which they had been explicit in the past that they were not doing that. So what was your reaction to the news, and do you think that you will remain with the Grizzlies past the trade deadline?
You said what my reaction was?
Yes, sir.
Live with it.
And then do you think that you will be with the team past the trade deadline?
I'm the only one you asked that question to?
Oh, no.
Like, what kind of response is that, seriously? You are the only guy in the Memphis Grizzlies in serious trade talks. You are the main attraction in Memphis. You are the most popular star in Memphis. And you're asking the reporter, am I the only one that you asked that question to? Of course. Of course. You're the guy that's voicing his displeasure with the Memphis Grizzlies. You're the guy who wants out of Memphis and the team. That's why he's asking you the question if you see yourself past the trade deadline. That's not a crazy question to ask. That's not a question out of right field or out of left field. I don't understand what goes on in this guy's head sometimes. I do not want him on the Miami Heat. I don't. Now let's focus on the Miami Hurricanes. Let's go, Canes. Screw all this Ja Morant drama. If the Heat get him, hopefully it's just for some bullshit and not giving up any young talent or anything possibly that we could look back on and be like, damn, that was a bad deal.